Hey folks, it's CJ. Uh, let's see, I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, outside across the Red River from beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. Just killing it. Some time, not killing anything, just passing time, actually. Uh, it's almost midnight, and so I get to eat again. I was really good on my diet though. Um, like so yeah, I've really been keeping my keto and not going over my carb count and everything. Today, though, I did. I met up with the aunt, one of my mom's sisters. And well, I don't get to see her that often, But we went to. She wanted to go to a seafood place, so we went. Had seafood, and of course, I ate the fries and the biscuits and stuff like that. So since I'm today, uh, my calorie count starts over at midnight. So yeah. I'm waiting to eat. Not like my food's cooked. It's like, oh, it's almost midnight. So, uh, I don't know. There's not really that much to say. I think I'm gonna go inside. Like I'm salivating and digesting, and yeah. Like I don't know. I'm hungry. I'm also like dead ass broke, but that's because I'm cooking food. Like broke for me doesn't mean that I'm like broke and starving or broke or homeless or anything like that. Broke just basically means I'm broke. I have everything that I need, so I don't mind being that kind of broke. But yeah, my dining out is pretty much wrapped up for the month. But then I got to thinking, why did I go broke? And then I was like, no, I remember I bought that uh, living room suit at the beginning of the month, so that I fell short on that. But that's cool. I just, I like to be able to, hey, say to myself, if I want to act on an impulse and go out and like have lunch on an impulse or something like that, I like to be able to do that. And I just really won't be doing that for, oh, for about another 10 days. But that's fine. I have everything covered. It's not a comfortable feeling, but I'm not suffering like uh, financial insecurity or anything like that. And it's a lesson in those basically money management of like managing my entertainment budget. Basically, is what we're talking about. So but you want to you know. Do what I do on most months and not like what I did this month. And mostly want to pace that out so it kind of stretches, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll work it out. Um, I think I just realized that. That's why it's fresh in my mind. I'm not like making a video to complain or solicit or anything like that. I'm really good. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go inside and eat a steak, so it's not like I'm impoverished or anything. But I'm loving this weather. It's nice and cool, and I like it. It's comfortable. It's not cold, but cool. And let's see. Oh, my friend Jana, that lives in Arkansas. She came in town, so she's making the rounds. So I'll probably get to see her at some point before she heads back. Because she lives, her and her husband Paul. Paul's a great guy too. They live in you know, uh, northern Arkansas, and they just recently moved there. But they were like my best friends, and then they moved. So yeah, but fortunately, the holidays, and so I was like, okay, I've gotten, uh, I've gotten a little. It's almost like a pacing down or a stepping down instead of cold turkey from my friends. So that's kind of cool. And sometime in the spring, I'll get up there because I want to visit them, but I also have a friend in Kansas City that I want to see, and then I think towards the end of January, give or take, I may go to Dallas just for a couple of days, just to walk around and check things out. But that's not real. I don't really consider that like a little mini vacation or anything like that because that's only a few hours away. It's close enough, really, that um, that it's not really that big of a deal. Um, but yeah, it's like basically you go there and it's like, I mean, I can count the stops, and like if we, you know, yeah, even like maybe like a Greyhound or something like that, it's not that big of a deal. But I'm thinking maybe I'll go there and then maybe make arrangements to take a train back because I've never taken like a passenger train, and it seems like that might be fun to do on a short trip to test out first. And if it's comfortable enough, then maybe I can uh, my little trips to go visit little things. Uh, I can take Amtrak or something. Supposedly, we're doing some negotiation to try to bring Amtrak through Shreveport, where I live here. We do have a shuttle. We have a shuttle at our. Uh, we have a hub that's the hub of our city buses, and then the Greyhound, and then there's a shuttle that goes to Amtrak. And I think that particular shuttle, uh, it's not an airport shuttle, but that you could take a city bus to the airport. We have two airports. One's kind of like a regional for like smaller flights, and then one's like the big, commercial flighty kind of thing. So let's see what else. I don't know. Let's look at my tree in the window. Christmas is it's really only a week away, isn't it? Um, yeah. I have. That's one of the. That's it is uh, like a hella expensive sometimes around the holidays, but this year it really wasn't. It wasn't the holiday that did me in. It was buying that couch and that chair with that ottoman. But you know what? I don't regret it. It is probably like the uh, probably let me say this year probably the smartest investment in furniture that I bought. And I'm saying because I bought this a couple of years ago, and it's just like because I really what was it? What was I going? What did I have there? I had something like just some furniture in the old building that just it was like a something that I found on the street or something like that. It was just a not a very good you know uh, couch. I don't know what the deal. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why I ended up needing something to sit on. I think there was a chair that was kind of like, whatever. It wasn't like comfortable, but I know it's like, I think at one point I was like, okay, I'm going to start getting, some nice stuff. I'm not going to do like a, you know, thrift store or drive through the neighborhood or get, I'm going to start, increasing uh, my habitat basically. And this was one of the first things that I bought and it was like it's fine for what it is. I think I like the structure of it and everything. I think I'm going to end up getting some cushions that are a little bit thicker, or either uh, just as thin and just lay them on top of. But I'm thinking that's the one thing. But it works for outdoors. Of course, when it rains really bad, then I go ahead and I bring these inside. But they're really polyester, like basically, like it really is like in the truest sense outdoor furniture. So it can handle some wet weather and everything. And well, I'm just going over this in my mind. Uh, then oh yeah, then I needed to the what was the oh some tables, some little smaller tables, which I don't have like one large uh, dining table because I feel like the room where I think when, especially on holidays when it's set up like this, I think those two smaller tables work better, say, than what one larger square table would, because it really works in a very little casual way of like setting up little areas or little stations, smaller areas in a room instead of a one big giant dining room. Uh, you know, uh, and it was especially important to do that in the other apartment, which had a much smaller living space. Uh, and so, even though I have combined the dining room and the living room here. At first, I was gonna, because there's an extra room, an extra bedroom, and I'll just turn that into a TV room or something like that, and I'll have a big old dining room. But it's like, nah, I'll just whatever. It's basically the whole big apartment's going to be like one big giant bedroom to me anyway. Like when I'm here by myself, like walk in the door and like kick my shoes off in any part of the apartment that I find myself in. We're Southern. When we come into a house, we take our shoes off and anything else that makes us comfortable. So anyway, uh, but yeah. Um, so what else? What else? What else? Listen, I hope everybody's having a good holiday season. Um, I'm looking forward to it. I may look out, even though I'm dead broke. Uh, I, I I still have some gifts to take to a couple of holiday parties. I've got oh one tomorrow, one the day after tomorrow, and one on the 23rd, and then the dinner that I'm having here. So that's it's going to be a real busy week. So even though I'm like it's believe me, it's going to be a hectic. By the end of Christmas, I'm going to be like, woo. I'm thinking of doing something really fun. I'm thinking of having like, some the traditional um but like on a smaller scale, like instead of that big huge giant, like we had a 22-pound turkey last time, and the ham was nearly 22 pounds. And I'm approximate one was a little bit over 22 pounds and one was a little bit under 22 pounds. So they'll balance out. They're each 22. Anyway, so I'm thinking of smaller. Uh, and I'm also thinking of, instead of like all the different little side dishes and stuff like that, have a couple of sides and stuff like that. Let people bring what they want. But I'm thinking of doing like, it's like, for instance, instead of the cheese balls that I do, the cheddar and cheese balls, which are we've had that the past couple of times. So I'm thinking of doing something different, like maybe getting the little smokies and wrapping them in small croissants, uh, making little pig in a blanket croissant, you know, kind of thing. Think of something like that. Kind of switch it up a little bit. And I'm thinking of having the turkey and or the ham available on a smaller scale, but also doing like, I don't know, chili cheese dogs and hamburgers and stuff like that as part of the feast and everything like that. Just people have just kind of whatever favorite that they want, and they can just take some home, with like bags of chips and stuff like that. Kind of like going a really, really fun and informal with it, like um, because. Um, and not that people aren't worthy of like silver and china and crystal. All my guests are special, but I don't have those things. But aside from that, we're just really casual people, like, and like on a holiday when people are coming around, we just kind of like drift in and drift out uh, as our schedules permit. Because usually wherever it is, we're either having it here or I'm going to other places with people, and it's like, we're just kind of people that when we go to visit and say hello and give our love, exchange our love and everything, then it's like, um very casual, and maybe there's a start time, but it's perfectly fine if someone arrives earlier, if someone arrives late or something like that. It's like and we just kind of like make our rounds. It's almost like Christmas trick or treating for food, turkey and ham and stuff. So, but yeah, no, I feel like everybody that I know probably, especially after the week that I'm about to have when it gets to Christmas Day, I think everybody really just wants delicious food, but I think we just want simple. And I'll do some desserts and stuff like that, and of course there'll be plenty of leftovers to take home. But yeah, nothing. We did that whole like harvest thing with the turkey and the dressing and the mashed potatoes and the green bean casserole and all this kind of good stuff. So let's just see let's see. I don't know. I have to put some feelers out to people. A little bit later in the week. I haven't even done like the Christmas shopping. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. As far as like, I've got the presents and gifts, but as far as like the food goes, it's like let's just see what's up. But yeah, um, no, not that's whatever. Anyway, yeah, um, I think it would be really really fun to do like maybe have the traditional, but then also have like hot dogs, hamburgers, maybe some sausage links or something like that, and some chips, and kind of like mix the holiday with the. We normally do like a Christmas in July, so why don't we do a barbecue in winter or something? But I'm not going to barbecue. I mean, I don't. Don't let me not stretch that, but brush a little. Uh, uh, butter on some croissants and have like a little dipping sauce of barbecue or something like that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Uh, I think what it is like we definitely want to do something. Well, I want to do something different. Every time people come over to the apartment, it's usually like a holiday when we do meals or something like that. Because we get together and we meet out a lot. When we go to meet, we want to get together. We go out a lot. Usually once or twice a month or whatever when we're out doing the shop, and maybe we'll go out. We'll use that as a time, especially my sister and I, but then other people too. It's like when we get together, it's like, okay, well, let's take advantage of our time and enjoy this time visiting versus spending all of our visitation time actually cooking. So yeah, it was a lot of getting together outside for coffee and lunch and stuff. So most of the time when people are here at the apartment, it's because of a holiday, and they don't ever really get anything from me except for the traditional turkey and ham, uh, gravy dressing, whatever kind of variation I want to have on it. So I like to try to do little things. I want to keep the tradition. I want people to know it's Christmas and everything, but I want to do something, a little different. I want them to know that I can do something other than a deviled egg. And, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, like I did creme brulee. That was fun. Uh, and then, well, I don't know if I told you what happened was we did the creme brulee. It was really, really great, perfect, wonderful, delicious. It tasted wonderful. But the thing is I did not have the what do you call a burner for the kitchen. I bought one. I don't know where it went to. Like I probably mistakenly either threw it out or it's either under my sink wrapped up in one of the bags that I save. But yeah, no kitchen torch. So I actually had to sprinkle the sugar on top of the creme brulee and put it underneath the oven. But the oven was still hot from the turkey. So the creme brulee softened. And it was fun. It was still great. It was still wonderful. Um, the consistency of that particular custard reminded me of the old Piccadilly cafeteria egg custard that they used to have, which they don't do anymore, I don't think. But my sister used to love them, and I used to not because it was basically a creme brulee, but then they would put their sugar on top of it, and then they would broil theirs in the oven all at once, or whatever, and it would get kind of a softer consistency. And I like Genuinely, if I can get it, I like a firm consistency. So that's the benefit of doing the creme brulee individually with the kitchen torch instead of in the oven. But it was still delicious, still wonderful. Creme brulee, basically means burnt cream. So I guess that's what it means. That's what they told me. I don't know. I don't really speak French, so I don't even I don't even speak with a French. If I listen to someone speaking French or speaking with the Canadian French accent, maybe I can kind of fake it. And then the Canadian French accent is not that different from the Cajun French accent. Um, it's really not. If you took a Canadian French accent, blended it with with an Italian influence and then some urban attitude, you'll get a Creole slash Cajun, accent. So anyway, I love you guys. Peace, love, and light. Happy holidays. Good night.